3 Little Pigs. Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, Strawy, Sticky, and Bricky, living with their mama pig in a small house. It was time for them to leave their home and learn to live on their own. My dear children, the time has come for you to go out into the world and make your own way. Go and start your new lives, but don't ever forget, whatever you do in this world, do the best you can. This is the only and the best way to stay alive. A little sad but excited, the 3 little pigs said their goodbyes to their mommy and set off. After a while, they found a piece of land where they could build their own home. The youngest, Strawy, was a bit lazy. He was determined to build his home with straw. He thought this was the easiest and fastest way to build a home. That way, he had heaps of time to play. Strawy finished his house in one day. He yelled out to the other piglets,
Hey, you guys, I'm already finished.
"Oh, okay, but this house doesn't look steady at all."
Don't worry, nothing will happen.
The middle piglet, Sticky, was slightly more diligent and constructed a little cubby house using sticks and twigs. His house took exactly 3 days to finish. This house was a bit steadier than the one with straw.
My dear brother, you've done a great job, but this doesn't look safe at all.
Don't worry, this house is very safe.
While Strawy and Sticky were having a great time near their newly built houses, singing, dancing, playing, and killing time, the eldest of them all, Bricky, was constantly working because he didn't think much of their ideas. He was the most diligent of the 3 and decided to build a sturdy house made of bricks. The other piglets laughed. They thought that his effort was useless.
Why would you bother with this when you can quickly finish like we have?
Bricky didn't bother listening to them and worked for 1 whole week and managed to finish his house made out of bricks and rocks. The brick house looked lovely and like it could withstand the strongest winds. A day later, a sly and cunning wolf named Wiley arrived near their home. He first stood in front of the house made of straw, and he smelled the pig inside. He thought the pig would make a mighty fine meal.
Little pig, let me in, let me in.
No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then Wiley, who was a very big, bad, and greedy wolf, showed his teeth and said,
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down.
You can't do anything to me. My house is steady enough.
And so the wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew the house down in an instant. The wolf opened his jaws very wide and bit down as hard as he could. But with great effort, the first little pig barely escaped and ran away and went to Sticky's house to hide for safety. The hungry wolf continued down the lane and he passed by the second house made of sticks. He smelled the pigs inside and he thought about the fine dinner they would make.
Little pigs, let me in, let me in.
No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down.
You can't do anything to me. My house is steady enough.
The wolf huffed and he puffed and tried to blow the stick house down, but it took a bit more effort. Eventually, he succeeded. His big jaws clamped down on nothing but air, and the 2 pigs ran away and rushed to hide in Bricky's house, which was the sturdiest of them all. The starving wolf chased them and arrived at the 3rd piglet's brick house, where he could smell all three of them inside. He knew that they would make a lovely feast.
Little pigs, let me in, let me in. No, 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 not by the hair on my chinny chin chin,
Said the third little pig confidently.
Then I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Don't you even try, you bad wolf. You cannot come in this house.
Well, he huffed and he puffed. He puffed and he huffed. And he huffed, huffed, and he puffed, puffed. But he could not blow the house down. At last, he was so out of breath that he couldn't huff and he couldn't puff anymore. So he stopped to rest and thought a bit. Finally, being exhausted, the wolf decided to try another way to go in. He saw the chimney up on the roof and started to climb the tree. Hearing a scrambling sound, Ricky realized that the wolf was going to climb up on the roof and come down the chimney. The piglets quickly lit up the fireplace right under the chimney and got the biggest pot they had, filled it full of water, and put it to boil on the woods. The wolf barely climbed up the chimney and threw himself in a plop. With a tremendous splash, he landed straight into the boiling bucket. Yowie! He screamed and shot back up the chimney. The last the three little pigs saw of the big bad wolf was him flying over the treetops, clutching a very sore tail.
Mommy was right. Whatever we did in this world, we gave it our best. If you really work for something, it will be a success.
From that day on, the two piglets were never lazy. They worked hard like their big brother and lived a happy and safe life in their strong brick houses.